Chinese web giant Alibaba is in talks with Boxed, according to Recode, an online retailer that competes with the likes of Amazon. So the news comes after Alibaba has said it doesn't plan to compete with Amazon, at least not, well, in the U.S. So joining us now to talk about this is IZEA Chairman and CEO, tech expert, and serial entrepreneur, Ted Murphy. Ted, great to speak with you today.
Good morning.
Good morning. So do you think that an Alibaba investment in Boxed would really make it a more significant competitor with Amazon?
Well, you know, this isn't their first investment. So Alibaba is also invested in Jet, which is rumored to be raising $500 million at a valuation north of $1 billion. So they've got a couple investments going on here. What's interesting is they said they weren't going to compete directly in the U.S. with Amazon and eBay right now, but they certainly are making some rather big investments in companies that are going to compete directly with Amazon. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out over time, whether they come in later and actually buy these companies out, what type of technology is being shared, what type of customer bases get shared over time. It's really an interesting way for them to strategically get a footprint here without really going head-to-head.
Yeah, and certainly the details in the wording, I think, as you just mentioned, pointing out directly competing. Let's talk a little bit about what these investments would mean in terms of competition with online retailers, not just in the U.S. but also abroad.
Yeah, the interesting thing is that Jet and Boxed actually have two very different models. The Jet model is more akin to Costco, where they're charging a monthly fee or membership fee in order to get access to the discounts. And the Boxed model is no membership fee, free shipping, as long as you make a certain amount of purchase. But both these guys are definitely going head-to-head against Amazon. Boxed seems to be more focused on the Costco sales in terms of the way that they're bundling. So, you know, if you want that 32-ounce tub of hummus, you would go through Boxed, whereas Jet is a little bit more general in the type of retail offering. But this is a $350 billion e-commerce market just in the U.S. There's a lot of land that is up for grab, but the challenge is the margins are just razor thin. So whether it's Boxed or Jet, these guys are raising incredible sums of money in order to be able to compete with Amazon because they're just hemorrhaging cash in the early days to be able to buy that market share.
Yeah, and certainly when I hear something like a mega container of hummus, I can't even imagine what the shipping costs are, which I know a lot of these companies are shouldering those delivery costs. Yep. Besides Amazon, what other online retailers should be worried about Alibaba's growth, both here and abroad?
Well, I mean, I think you've got everybody from eBay to Walmart. You know, these companies have done a great job in really providing a phenomenal customer experience. You know, I've played with the Boxed app. It's very simple. It's very easy to use. And I think that these guys are going to continue to see pressure from people that are out innovating on the product experience front and also competing with them on the price front as well. Even though the Walmarts of this world, the eBays of this world, they've got public shareholders. They've got to worry about cash burn. They can't be giving the product away just to buy market share. But these startups, they can, and they are well funded, and they are definitely going to try to take a bite out of the U.S. e-commerce market.
Yeah, certainly. And we've been focused a lot on Alibaba's investments in some of these startups here in the U.S. And we haven't even talked about Singles Day, which is next week for Alibaba. It's supposed to be an extremely huge day for this company. But Ted Murphy, thanks for joining us today. Thank you for watching. I'm Morgan Brennan. Have a great day.
Hey YouTube fans, I'm Landon Downey from CNBC. Thanks so much for checking out our channel. Here you'll find videos packed with all the info that you need to be smarter about your finances. Be sure and subscribe by clicking right here and click on all the videos around me to see CNBC's original series Young Money, Tech Bet, Cramer's Mad Money, and all the latest from CNBC.